What's up everybody, how's it going? Tonight we're going to have another discussion video. It's going to be about guitars and why do we change things in them, why do we seek the perfect guitar per se, and what do you do when you buy one that just isn't what you thought. So the reason I'm doing this video is because if you guys have seen some previous videos, I've been kind of going on a rant about how I have these expensive ass guitars, some are not expensive, and within like a couple months I'm already having to get them fixed, or within a year or so. Specifically, sorry, I got an itch there. Specifically my Solar T1.6C, I've had it for about a year and I think August, September, October, November, about a year and a half, give or take. And the first fret is already either popping out or the fret is twisted. I've yet to take it to a luthier here in town to have them check it out and see if it's fixable and whatnot, and I'm really bummed about that. And my Nick Johnston Squier has some uneven frets, and in fact the bridge is in the wrong spot per se. It's cocked a little bit that way to where the strings don't line up all the way, especially when you get to the high E. It's off by quite a bit actually. That's annoying. I love my Squier Strat, but it's a Squier. Even though I hot rodded the thing, it has some bad frets, and the scale length is only 24 1/4. That's really small. So tunability is really terrible. And my Schecter 7-string, the truss rod is completely shot. Now to be fair, I bought that guitar back in 2014, so it definitely had its work cut out for him. It did some tours, did some records, a bunch of videos on the channel. It just it got his dues in. And I was the second owner of that guitar. I actually looked at the serial number on that. That thing was made in 2010. So it was already 4 years old when I obtained it, and then I used it from then on. I wonder, maybe, was it 2014? Maybe it was 2016. Yes, 2016. Either way, it definitely has made some progress, made its mark on the channel and in my life. So, searching for a guitar that doesn't have any issues. Now, nothing is ever perfect. We know this. But sometimes you find that one guitar that just like, it works for you. It has songs in it, the frets are great, the neck's awesome. Whether or not you change the pickups is optional. I know there's a debate now that pickups don't matter and wood tone doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. That could be for a whole nother video. But yeah, how do you find that one guitar that just you don't have to worry about stuff? I'm trying to remember if I actually have ever owned a guitar that I've had to not worry about. Of course, I've had many throughout the nearly 30 years, this is 29 years now, of playing guitar. I know I did a video during lockdown that showcased all the guitars that I've had. In fact, all of those, except for the JL7 and the Squier and the acoustic and the 2 basses. The other electrics, they're gone. I either sold them to friends or I sold them to get other guitars. I know you guys have seen on the channel, I had a Solar G1.7. Sold that because I had medical bills and the thing weighed a ton. It was 13.5 pounds. It just, sitting down was great, but standing up was a nightmare playing that guitar. Let's see, I had also I have 2 different Jeff Loomis 7-strings, one with the Floyd and one with the fixed bridge. Got rid of both of those. The one with the Floyd Rose had a bad hum, no matter what I did. Even when I had active pickups in it and humbuckers and whatnot, and copper tape inside the whole thing, it just had this hum, no matter what I did. So, got rid of that. And the one I did, one I showed in Morley Combat, that one had major tuning stabilities on the low A. It just would not stay in tune. I had another 7-string when I was in a Draco that was a Schecter that had a super fat neck. I actually injured my hand playing some chords. I have a calcium bump on this finger that it hurts when I press down on certain things because I had to stretch my hands so far that I must have tweaked a nerve or something. Got rid of that guitar. I had a semi-hollow, an Ibanez. That thing was great, but tunability sucked. I had two Ibanez S7s that I used for quite a while, but the black one, I sold them to a friend who just wanted them. I think I just wanted something different. Then I think those are like my stepping stone to 7-string guitars, and sold both of them to a friend who still has them. And what's another guitar that I had? I had a white Ibanez RG that was good for about 2 years. I had an Epiphone Les Paul that was decent. I had a homemade Veed. I didn't make it, some dude made it. That lasted quite a bit, but oh, sorry, dropped my pick on my dog. Sorry, Odin. Hi. So yeah, I guess my point is I've had many guitars in my search to find the perfect guitar for me. And then another thing is, how come guitar players are not satisfied with what pickups you got? As you can see, I'm back to the humbucker again. Even though I just did a video on the DiMarzio Fast Track 2 with the single coils. I guess what I need for the band I'm in, I need something that, even though I had the rail stack and the JB Junior in that, even though I said I love it, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. I have to retract all of that because clearly I'm back to this, the PAF Master, and this is just the stock, and this is the Area 61. Reason being is, I guess I need something hotter than the single coil or the rack stacked pickups and the JB Junior. I just needed something different, or not different, something with a little more punch, but not a screamer, because we know that the PAF Master is a vintage output. In fact, this has more output, but this has more oomph in it. You know what I mean? So it's just the never-ending search for your tone, as my voice cracks. Your tone. Why can't we be satisfied, right? And so I've been checking out guitars here in town. I actually got my hands on the Hendrick Evergrey Signature Charvel. That particular one is not worth $1,700. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people praise that guitar online. Everyone says it's great, it's fantastic. The one I played here in town sucks. It has a warped pick guard. I don't know what's up with that. Another Charvel I tried here in town, the pick guard was warped in that as well. The neck felt fuzzy, if that's even possible on a guitar. It just felt frizzy. It wasn't smooth. Some of the frets were a little rough. This one has better frets than that. The pickup were great. The JB and the DiMarzio Area 67, those are great. Sounded great. But of course it has a Floyd. It has a Floyd Rose 1000, and those don't have the best Floyd parts. And that's another thing. If I get another guitar, I don't want to have to upgrade stuff. I don't want to have to get it fixed in a month. I want to have to take it in to get the frets filed down after buying it. That seems to be the problem with what I'm running into. Most of the guitars that I've been buying that have those problems are all from Indonesia. This Schecter, the Solar, oh, correction. In the video where I first started ranting about this, the JL7 over there was made in South Korea, so that's my mistake. But like the KM6 that I had, I don't remember where the other JL7s are from, so I'm not gonna really go into those. But the ones I know from Indonesia, I ought to get rid of them all. So I'm gonna make a mental note, not buy a guitar that's made from Indonesia. I kind of got my eye on the Richie Kotzen Telecaster, but everyone says that neck is fat, blah blah blah. No one's comparing it to anything else. They're just saying it's fat. Is it fatter than a Les Paul? Is it fatter than the Ibanez Fireman, the Paul Gilbert signature, which I played that here too. That's a grad guitar, but you're stuck with the pickup configuration. That one has the mini humbuckers. You're kind of forced to use those. So, yeah, it's a long grocery list of pros and cons of being a guitar player. Are we really satisfied? Are we never satisfied? Do we settle for something? Right now, I hate to say it, I'm settling with this one because even though some of the higher frets are kind of annoyingly off and clappy, like, don't know if that's going to come up on the phone video or not, audio I should say, but I can't have the action pretty much any lower than where I'm at, which I don't know if the camera can catch it. Yeah, I mean, it's not super high, but it's not where I want it. If I do, I mean, it's almost unplayable at that point. But having the PAF Master back in the bridge is really awesome. Let me try the gain here. Maybe it'll pick it up. That's no boosting gauge, that's just the amp. I got, you guys know the amp over there. It's my favorite amp. I think I have the gain just below 9, and I don't know what I did when I hooked this up, but this didn't sound like this before, so I'm kind of loving it right now. Yeah, so I don't know what I guess, without spending a fortune, because I don't want to buy an expensive ass Les Paul and have the infamous tuning stability that company just seems to not fix. And do I want another signature guitar because it's meant for that player's specs? Because obviously when I bought this guitar, it was designed for Nick Johnston and not me. I don't know, what do you guys recommend for a guitar brand that you have no issues with, that you've never really had to take in and get fixed or whatnot, or when's the longest you've gone without having to get repairs? So that's what I'm looking for. Just whether it's Fender, a different Schecter, a better Charvel. I don't know, Jackson doesn't really do it for me. EVH doesn't do it for me. PRS, it's either you get the SC or you spend like $1,000 on a PRS. Gretsch is cool, but again, you're stuck with what's in there. If you want a Gretsch, you almost kind of have to play the genre that's for Gretsch, you know what I mean? I need something that's going to be flexible, easy to maintain. I would like a whammy bar, specifically because frankly I know how to set them up. I'm good with them. Very natural of how I play with a whammy bar. If it is going to have single coils, like, you got to get a really hot one. But if it's got the humbucker, I'm good with that too. So yeah, that's kind of just the topic at hand. Why can't we be satisfied as guitar players? Why do we have to keep buying new upgrades and the infamous search of your holy grail guitar? That's kind of it. Not much today, no music. Again, sorry for no video on Thursday. I usually try to film on Wednesday for Thursday's video, but again, Blue Jay and the Pigeons is on full-on go mode for the 2 shows we have in 2 weeks, April 1st, April 7th. So we've been rehearsing and practicing a lot for that. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Yeah, Tuesday, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I'll think of something. I may just maybe do a video of just noodling around or whatnot, or maybe, I don't know. I would love to do another Q&A. I only have 2. So if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments. Maybe I'll compile all the comments and questions I have in the videos I've been doing for the past 6 months and do like a viewers comments compilation FAQ kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, hit subscribe and that bell. We'll see you.